I just thought I'd address it. I don't know, because if it's game season, everybody's worried about like scores and all that shit, but it's the least of your concern. If you're walking around counting people's reps, I can tell you what you're not doing. You're not improving their movement. So concentrate on improving movement. The rest of that shit will take care of itself. Hi guys, welcome back to Jerk Black Talk. I'm Jason Fernandez. We're here at Crossfit Rife outside today, little farmer's carry stuff. But I wanted to talk about something. I've actually gotten a couple different messages from people about how they handle this scenario, and the scenario is just cheating in whatever format you have going on in your gym. And some people have been a little, I guess, thrown off by my response, because my response is, we just don't deal with it. And I say that meaning like we don't acknowledge cheating in the gym. Most people that are gonna do that don't understand that they're just hurting themselves. And here's the number one reason I really just don't address it. Your job as a coach is not to count people's reps, right? You're not the ethics police. What you should be doing is making them a better mover. If you can express to the athlete that you have their best interest in mind and you want to make them the best person as possible, the best athlete, the best person as you can, they will buy into what you have going on, and they will clean that up themselves, okay? The only time I might ever address integrity when it comes to that stuff is if somebody comes to me and they say they wanna make a run towards regionals or the games, the first conversation we have to talk about is integrity in reps. Because if they don't have that, I don't care how fit you are, if you can't do all of the reps, you're not going to the dance. So that's usually the only time that I will address it. I will have a lot of members that will come talk to me about they see other people cheating, right? And my thing is like, hey, number one, you shouldn't be worried about that because it's not your concern. It doesn't affect your workout. It doesn't affect your fitness. It doesn't affect you at all. If you're worried about the whiteboard, that's the wrong thing to be worried about. So worry about you, don't worry about somebody else. And it's all gonna get worked out on competition day or in the open or whatever. When there's a judge there, that person's not going to be able to perform because they're not going to be able to do what they need to do and set the standard when it counts. So that's how we handle it. But more importantly, what I would tell you is, are you creating a culture and an environment that weeds out cheating so that you don't have to do it? Put your concentration in the people that are putting in the amount of effort, and they'll take care of the rest. I know that sounds a little like, oh, whatever, but it's true. If the majority of your gym, if 99.999% of your athletes do what they're supposed to do, people will conform. And if you get them to buy into what you're doing and get them to worry about themselves, people will conform to the environment that you're building, and it won't come in and it will have no effect on your culture. It will literally just get pushed out, or they will assimilate. So that's how we deal with cheating. We don't. And again, I only really address it if I have athletes that say, hey, I want to compete. And then I'm going to be like, then you got to do all the reps. So that's first and foremost in that scenario. But that's one in 100 people that come to me that say that they want to do that. So I just thought I'd address it. I don't know, because if it's game season, everybody's worried about like scores and all that shit, but it's the least of your concern. If you're walking around counting people's reps, I can tell you what you're not doing. You're not improving their movement. So concentrate on improving movement. The rest of that shit will take care of itself. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about this or how we've handled in the past, just shoot me a message. I'll be happy to talk to you about that. If you like this content, guys, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. See ya.